Welcome back to UK Knowledge Guru, where we provide 100% free guidance. In today's video, we will be discussing sponsor license revocation issues. The first email question is, I have received formal notification from the Home Office that my company's sponsor license is at risk of revocation. What should I do next and how to fix it? Further in this video, I will be answering the following questions too. Home Office has revoked my license today. Now what will happen? My takeaway license is revoked. Can appeal a license revocation. Okay. Can I apply for a new sponsor license after revocation? My license is revoked, but I want to apply again as I have fired the employee due to him. It got revoked. Can I apply again? What is the process? Let's start. So the first question is, I have received formal notification from the Home Office that my company's sponsor license is at risk of revocation. What should I do next and how to fix it? If you have received a formal notification from the Home Office that your company's sponsor license is at risk of revocation, your next steps are very important, and make sure you follow these steps. A revoked sponsor license means your organization has lost its permission to lawfully employ sponsored workers, which means that you are not allowed at all to have any employee who got skilled worker visa. Even the employees you have, your company will also be prohibited from applying a new license for the specified cooling time, which is 12 months from the date the sponsor license has revoked. Your next move should be based on these 6 steps. So let's do that. Step number 1. Understand the real grounds of revocation. What was the reason why they have done it? It's like fixing a broken machine. You can't fix it properly unless you know what's wrong. The Home Office might revoke your sponsor license for different reasons. Figuring out the exact reason in your case is the first step to fix the problem. Step 2. Gather all the documents and supporting evidence. Gathering all the documents and information that will help your case in response to the potential revocation of your sponsor license. Imagine it's like building a puzzle. The evidence is like the individual pieces, and your goal is to collect all the pieces that fit together to show the Home Office you are following the rules. Step 3. Build a response based on factors like wider business or the economic implications. Explain how revoking your license would have negative effects beyond just your company. Wider business implication. This refers to the impact the revocation would have on your company's operations, which includes potential job losses for sponsored migrant workers, disruption to ongoing projects or services due to lack of skilled workers, difficulty fulfilling existing contracts or meeting client needs. Next one is economic implications. This focuses on the broader impact on the UK economy. You could explain loss of valuable skills and contributions from sponsored migrant workers, negative impact on industries that rely on migrant workers, for example, healthcare, agriculture, etc. Damage to the UK reputation as well placed for skilled workers, because we welcome all the skilled workers, and if we are asking them to leave because the sponsor license is cancelled, that will damage the UK reputation, and people might go to Canada, Australia or US. Use these terms to understand, and this is a reality. It will damage the UK reputation. Step 4. Take remedial steps to address areas of non-compliance, which means identify areas of non-compliance, figure out what rules you might have broken based on the Home Office concern. Developing corrective actions. Once you know the area of non-compliance, you need to come up with specific action to fix them. This could involve updating your sponsor license procedure to ensure they meet all the requirements, implementing new training program for staff on sponsor license compliance, conducting internal audit to regularly check what are the issues, demonstrating commitment. Simply outlining the actions isn't enough. You need to show the Home Office that you are truly committed to make changes. This might involve setting clear timing, assigning responsibilities and providing evidence of any implemented improvements. Step 5. Engage with UKVI. Engaging with UKVI refers to communicating and cooperating with them throughout the sponsor license revocation process. Respond them promptly. Provide them clear and accurate information. Maintain professional communication with them. Openness to clarification. Tell them whatever is clear as it is. Consider legal representation. That will help you because the legal letters are different way in terms of what you will write. Step 6. Challenging the decision under judicial review. Challenging the decision under judicial review means taking legal action to argue that the Home Office decision to revoke your sponsor license was unfair or flawed in some way. This is the legal process where the court reviews the action of a public body, for example, the Home Office, police, etc., to ensure they acted lawfully and fairly. Merits of the challenge. Why you believe the Home Office decision was wrong. For example, you might argue that the Home Office didn't follow the proper procedures. They might not have provided you proper guideline or something which could be the reason. Their decision wasn't based on sufficient evidence. Maybe there is a biasness. There were circumstances that they didn't consider properly. For example, someone was pregnant and didn't properly provided the documentation or was in the hospital, had an accident, the employee disappeared and you never provided the proper information because the sponsor license, maybe the person who owns the license might having some disease or some health problems due to which he was like in the hospital most of the time, something which really they might not have considered. Let's take another question from the email. Home Office has revoked my license today. Now what will happen? Since it's revoked, any pending sponsored visa application from potential employees or existing sponsored employees will be refused and your existing sponsor's worker leave will be curtailed. You will lose permission to recruit and employ workers from all visa categories under the license, and the organization will be removed from the register of sponsors. Let's take another question. My takeaway license is revoked. Can I appeal for a license for revocation? No. There is no right of appeal against a decision to revoke a sponsor license. In limited circumstances, there may be grounds for judicial review of the revocation decision, which I have just discussed a minute before. Let's take another question from the email. Can I apply for a new sponsor license after a revocation? No. Following a sponsor license revocation, the organization will be prohibited from applying for a new license for a specified cooling off period. In most cases, this would be 12 months, but can extend to 5 years if the breach is sufficiently serious. For example, you have planned the employees or you are doing the underpaid staff and slave labor. That kind of conditions will lead to 5 years of breach. So don't do that.